Heizou. Heizou? Oh, this is Heizou. Wow, the guy is completely different from what most of us has expected, right? We also at some point thought that he was going to be an electro or pyro character. Heck, even from his appearance in the fan art, I thought he even worked for the Wangshan funeral parlor. So I guess it's just still Hu Tao and Zhongli soloing together, huh? Now the other day I was boringly doing my daily commissions in Genshin Impact, tiring waiting for when we have an update info on when patch 2.7 is coming, just like many of us I'm sure. When BAM! My phone notification started ringing like a vibrate. Then there goes a ton of Genshin Impact Twitter notification on the character Heizou. I was pretty surprised at that time to see that he was actually drip marketed this early, since normally a new patch character isn't announced until the newly patch have been updated. But this time Hoyoverse probably just have to do it to keep everyone of us still excited. So he was everywhere on Twitter, looks completely different from how we expected, being an Anemo character, which is great because I know that many of us really like Anemo element, plus it's one of the lesser elements with characters. But what's kind of surprising to me is that he is a 4-star character, though his design looks pretty good. And moreover, patch 2.8 doesn't have a new 5-star character announced yet, suggesting that the patch might not have any newly featured 5 stars. Now Heizou is listed as a 4-star character, but from digging around into his current skill, stats and his animation, he might just as well as be a 5-star character disguised as a 4-star from what I am seeing, which is exactly what we'll look into this video, guys. We'll go through all of Heizou's skills and see how good of a character he can be, and with the release of this very unique character, how it can change a lot in upcoming character gameplay. Disclaimer guys, there will be a slight touch of unofficial information in this video. Any stats that I talk about here is subjected to change, as we're still in quite an early stage of information regarding Heizou, so it can vary a lot depending on Hoyoverse upon his release. Therefore the videos only aims at discussing and not confirming anything. Plus I won't be showing any of Heizou's animation, as I cannot do that. Now I know that most of us out there have already had to look into Heizou's skills and kit, so I won't be going too in depth and just talk about the main points, but basically he is a completely really unique character, because remember the time when everyone was wishing for a physical catalyst? Well, congratulations, you now have a physical catalyst user. Well, not entirely in physical damage, but Anemo. However, he'll be punching and kicking hurly trolls in the face that will probably feel sorry to watch. As I mentioned above, I can't show you his animation, though I am sure that most of you have already watched, but all I can describe from watching his animation is that it just feels like Rock Lee in Naruto fighting. So his gameplay will be up close, as if he is a normal DPS sword user. Most of his skills are also geared towards being an on-field DPS more than as a support. The only support option he has right now is his passive second talent, where he gives the team 80 elemental mastery whenever his E skill hits, and his C2 giving a bit of crowd control. However, the uniqueness in his playstyle isn't the only thing that I love about this character. What I want to draw your attention toward is his scalings, which is where this makes him a really good 4-star character. For his normal attack, in opposed to many of us thinking that he will be focusing on normal attack build. However, looking at his scaling, he has one of the lowest stats for his normal attack compared to many other characters, making normal attack build not as always a viable option. But his E skills and burst stats are something else, especially his E skill. At talent level 10, his skill does over 400% damage bonus, and that is already pretty good. But he can also get what's called a declension stack from various sources that increase the damage of his next E skill. This can go up all the way to 4 stacks, and when it does, his skill is essentially having double in power, which is over 800% damage bonus. Looking at this is basically as strong as Lisa's fully charged attack. And if you didn't know, Lisa's fully charged attack currently have the highest scaling in the game. But not only that, it goes even higher. Upon having a 4 stack of declension, he will also gain what's called a conviction effect, and this gives him another over 200% damage bonus on his next E skill. And from what we're looking here, it's basically saying that everything's going to be added together when he uses his E skill. Therefore, if we add everything together, he will be looking at over 1,000 damage bonus from just a single fully charged E skill. And for comparison guys, Zhongli's burst at talent level 10 had only 900% damage bonus. Now what's even better about his E skill is that the way that he gets declension stacks is pretty easy, because that's what his first passive ascension actually gives him. Therefore, it is safe to say that looking at this current number, Heizou will probably have the highest single attack damage of E skill in the game. Not to mention his burst as well. Level 10 gives you practically over 600% damage bonus, which again is higher than most of the 4-star character out there, yet it is only 40 energy requirement, making it very spammable. All of these reasons on top of having a very fun gameplay that we're seeing with Heizou just makes me feel as if he is a 5-star character. Again, these are all based on my personal opinion, plus the stats can be subjected to change, so we'll have to wait. Now that we've got a character who actually uses his fist to attack, this has opened up a lot of future potential for Genshin Impact playstyle. I myself have always been wishing that we've got more option for weapon playstyle in Genshin. However, that has never been the case, but seeing that it's basically possible for a catalyst user to actually fight with his fist without holding a catalyst, this will beg the question of which character in the future that have these playstyle as well. It is very possible that many male character catalysts coming soon will have this playstyle, just like the character that we saw in the Genshin Impact trailer holding his fist like this. I've been questioning what his weapon will be like before, but now it's basically confirmed that if he's having that stance, he'll most likely be having the fist playstyle, which is very interesting. Either way, I'm very looking forward to Heizou, as I think he is really one of the cooler character we've got until now. I'm interested to hear your thoughts on Heizou down in the comment section guys. And that's all I got for today. If you're new to the channel, then I do a lot of guides, especially for free-to-play player, to help you make the best decision while playing Genshin Impact. So be sure to subscribe to the channel to not miss out. And with that, I wish you a super day and I will catch you on the next video.